Hi, I'm Somer Hackley, CEO of Distinguished Search. We are in times of transformation and everyone has a reason why they do what they do. Welcome to Two Distinguished Minutes, where I have a distinguished guest and we talk about why they do what they do. We touch a little bit on how they do it and we all learn something and leave inspired. Today, my guest is James LaPlaine. He's CTO of Red Ventures, which owns a portfolio of digital companies. James, great to have you here today.
Thanks for inviting me, Summer. I really appreciate it. It's a great series. I'm glad to be part of it.
So I'd love to ask you, why do you do what you do?
Yeah, it's such a simple question, and it's got a simple answer. It's really straightforward for me. Being in technology and understanding how things work has been a staple of just who I am. As far back as I can remember, I've taken things apart and just learned how they work. I like to tinker with things. And then when you combine that with leading a large organization of engineers, those two things are where I get my energy. So people plus how things work and making new things is where I get a lot of passion. I think so easily in technology, we get bogged down with the kind of bells and whistles and widgets of things, and we have our own vernacular and acronyms, and it just kind of gets overwhelming for people. I like to play the translator, and I get really excited about technology, as I mentioned. But what's a lot of fun is trying to translate and teach people who are not necessarily aligned in technology, these kind of non-technical leaders, how do we make it relevant to them? What language can we use to describe the great work and value we bring to this equation? And we learn from other people, right? There's no reason to do this all ourselves. That's why the tech community at large is so great to be part of, because we're willing to share that, right? Our differentiator is how we put that together and the people we work with, not necessarily that we did it on our own.
I love it. So how does that play into your role at Red Ventures?
Yeah, we've got a large engineering team, which is distributed, and being able to connect with people and understand how they solve problems. The great thing about technology, there's a million ways to do things. And I just love learning and being inspired by how people put items together, whether it's a language or a building block or using cloud technology. And so we have a wide portfolio of industries that we operate in, and that gives us lots of opportunities to learn from each other and solve problems in unique ways. And so that's what I get inspired by every day. And my goal is more of a facilitator to make sure that we don't have obstacles in the way, that I can encourage people and kind of help them find their superpower of what they're really great at. So that's really what I focus on each and every day.
I love that. I love finding everyone's superpower.
Yeah.
Well, James, it was great to have you here today. Thank you for being a guest. I really appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks again.